Alright, hello folks. Here's a small Freezeout I played the other night. Don't think I played particularly well, but hey, mistakes are good as long as you know them. All things are up for. As I say, I'm not saying I know everything, but we'll take it away. We'll try and fit as much in as we can. There, I hadn't fixed my on the ipoker. It's annoying. You have to change it every time. Oh, we're racing here, aren't we? ipoker, you've got to change the 0.25 and point whatever every time you play. So usually my first hand, I've not got my buttons sorted, and nothing wrong with times 4 in it, pre-antes, especially with something like, well, not especially with ace king, because you shouldn't be raising more with such and such hands, etc. Anyhow, here, you have to raise really. We'll turn this, slow it down a wee bit. There's two callers, there's plenty in the pot, you don't actually mind, but because you're in the big blind, you actually want to raise it a bit more. I should be raising this to about 240 or something, I'd say, but we'll see. Oh well. Again, at the start of these tournaments, a lot of times you get calls for like ace jack, ace queen, or races, and I don't mind, because I'd rather get a big stack early and then move on for there. I'm not going to arse about miss flops and things, and you could say I'm not going to get value for my hand, but there's two callers, and when you're playing Michael's, there's 3 callers, and you get Michael stakes, so there's always somebody who's going to over evaluate their hand. So I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with just getting all that in, no arsing about. Oh, and the overcall calls. Oh, nice turn. And he turns up with ace jack. Well, as we say, I don't know these. I've not actually looked at the tournament, so I could make a right arse of myself. This, I might actually. No, I was going to flick it just to hands that I played. I think it's actually better to see all the hands really. Yeah, nothing wrong with calling in position. I've got the button. If I had maybe the same amount of chips as him, I could a better reason to maybe just let it go. But hey, at the start of the tournaments with suited connectors, I play a lot of. Oh, there's my door. Hold on a second. No, it's not. Oh, come out. There's loads of girls here. We want to have sex with you. No, I'm doing a poker video. Fuck off. Funny how all them girls actually sounded like me, wasn't it? Alright, so yeah, nothing wrong with just calling. Could even 3-bet if you want to be a real thing, but again, if you'd have double the stack, I might have actually 3-bet him. Yeah, we absolutely miss. So you'll bet and we fold. No need to get tricky. No need to. I'll be playing these. I'll take it a bit quicker. I'll not dwell in hands that really just won't be playing. I'll be folding this to a raise, but if it's a late position raise, I might actually just stay. I'll probably might call here because there's 2. Well, see, hands like Jack 8, you are easily dominated. Negative equity, pot equity, so nothing wrong with just folding that. And fold probably be in the way. We lose this one. Right, I don't know if this is read based, let me think here. I've got no stats on him. I don't like my call if I call here. I probably won't call because I punish limpers all the time, so I'll probably punish them. More so I'll punish them now. Don't like my raise size, probably should have made it 120. King 10 suited's not too bad, 5 ways. Oh, there we go. We're loving our hand suddenly all of a sudden. We'll be c-betting that, half it. Here I should, I should have fold. I'm not actually getting, so I'm getting about 3-1, and with 2 overcards and a flush draw. I'm probably about even money, not against sets. I'm probably, but he's not got a big enough stack. But with him overcalling, I don't think it's too bad. But in a way, if I hadn't have doubled up so early, I would have possibly just folded. I would have been getting all. I just don't like it. Whatever way I play it, I just don't like. I just don't like any of this. And it was my own fault. I got myself into this. I should have just folded maybe pre-flop. And now the worst card in the deck. I could have bluffed at that, but now that the ace is there, it's just just a horrible hand. It was quite interesting because, see, the 5 was never a card I could bluff at due to the straight. Could have played it differently if the board had run out differently. And as you can see, King 6 limp called, just terrible. So I don't dislike it all, but I could have probably, if I was going back to ABC, just fold there. I'm not telling you should be punishing limpers with King 10. You want to just play ABC poker to begin with for a few years and get up there, or maybe you're just really good and you can just do things. But as I say, it's like giving an AK-47 to a monkey. It's not good. It's scary stuff. So flick on these. You don't play that under the gun. We'll not be playing any of these. I'll be tempted to play this. I might actually go and get a coffee. Here, I'm out of position. You know that he's not folding, so I think the best, if I had King 5 offsuit, I'd be folding. If I had things like Jack A, I'd be folding. But then remember, we already got a read on him. You just call this complete with a 15 and just try and hit a flop and then move on. No, if I was on the button, I would raise him. But I'm out of position. You don't want to play hands out of position, so it was only 15, nothing wrong with just thing. I thought I might have had a wee stab at that one there. Oh no, I was first to act. And then suddenly I start believing that my 5's good. Like, I've only got a bluff catcher, and he turns out with what he's got. Can't raise, can't do anything, and of course, so again, something things to discuss. Whatever there. Yes, an easy fold. Easy fold. Easy fold. I'll not be playing that. Again, it could be good. I don't like punishing with things like ace-7s because too many of these people just call with aces. You might be limping ace-10, things like that. Path of least resistance. Just, you don't have to get involved in every pot. Just get rid. And again, I've got to remember, I'm not trying to encourage. When I talk about me punishing folks, as I say, that is something when you're a bit more confident in your game that you should be doing. If you're just playing, you just want to play ABC stuff. Here, I'm getting like amazing odds if I remember. Let's see, you're getting 5 and a bit to 1. So again, Queen 7 offsuit, I would fold, but hey, start a tournament, he's got a big stack, I've got a big stack, let's flop the world and double up. Didn't flop the world, but hey, still get second pair. We have to go away. Could have re-raised, now because he's stack size, look, you can't, if he could have been taking a stab with a 3,000 whatever stack, he could be taking a stab at it with whatever. I could have got him off a queen, but it's just with that stack, just goodbye. See you later. We'll not be playing this, we'll just carry on. Out of position, blah blah blah. There's somebody else that's up there now. Yeah, I probably don't mind. I'm on the button. I would call that. That looks like a weak. I've got notes in this fella as well. Button, call, blah, 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 I don't know. Limp calls King 4, limps behind Jack 4 suited. I told donk. So, in fact, I've got things on him that he's a crazy, no good donk. So we call that. No point in re-raising because these people are not thinking if they'd bigger stacks, but it's just I'm only calling because I'm on the button. Just terrible flop for us really. We just have to gear up to anything. Do a stab? No. Okay, what do we do now? Got myself into a tricky pot and there's an easy fold. Do they show up with something? Well, things to be thinged there. We don't play that. We don't play that. We play this. I'll probably just be. I should be making it ×3 pre-ante probably. Actually, 2.5. Nothing wrong, just keep it to 2.5. But I suppose there is actually considerations that if you know you're going to get called, as in I know Donkey Balls is going to call me, you should probably make it more. You could even make it 4 and 5 times. Nothing wrong. You don't have to play by the book, you know. If you can raise depending on who's in the blinds and things as well. That's a consideration. You don't have to make it the same amount every time. That's a nice enough flop for me. We'll be half potting that or a bit more. Right now, well, I'm just value betting them to death. When we're putting them on, maybe something like Queen 10, something like that. He could have had an 8-9 an open ender, but then he probably would have re-raised me. You've always got to think, you need to have a plan when you're playing a hand, and I know a lot of times I forget about having plans. I just barrel, but I still think my hand's good. There's a lot of sets he could turn up with. And once he called me there, he's not I would think if he had a set, that was a perfect time to re-raise me there, so we could discount sets. I'm still putting on something like Queen 10, Jack 10 even, well I've got the Jack. 10-9, 2 pair even, I think he would be re-raising with that. I think I've got to put him in a bare naked 10 really, or even a hand including an 8. 6-8 just got there, but hey, again, if he was a straight, I think he would be re-raising to, because of the thing. But hey, donks don't think that way. But then donks say they get a good hand, they like to, well, some of them don't, some like to play it tricky. And then, I don't know if that's a good card or a bad card. Here, I can't see how I'm going to, well, I could call be worse, because I'm saying I'm thinking a bare 10. I'm feeling I just check this back. I check it back, and the reason being is if he's missed his draw, it's actually a big thing. It's working out whether you should check a winning hand, the best hand on the river, or bet the worst hand. If I put him on an exact just a 10, if I could think he's placed at a 10, then obviously betting would be the way. But if I could put him on a missed draw, maybe he had an 8, or maybe he picked up a heart draw, all the draws missed. And also, he could have had a 10-9, he could have thing. So I just check and I let him bluff. I'm calling any bet he makes. And I'm scared when he thinks, but I'm not folding to him. So I call. I can't raise, obviously, because I'm only getting called by worse. And he had complete and utter nothing. So again, notice in the book, I don't know if you'll see them there, I've got notes up here about him. Well, I just use thing which I get a button logo. Right. So again, all we're doing is just accumulating chips. I don't know how long this has been going for. I should have taken notes of that. We'll just Alright, we're back and we have coffee, so there's no stopping us now. Let me think. I'll probably take it another 40 hands or something. I'll keep it short just to see if it's all working, because I've not done these videos for a long time. Well, the A6 there, I mean, he's only min raising. You could 3-bet that again though. If you're watching this and you've not been playing poker long, again, you don't need to start 3-betting light and things like that. Leave that for now. A6, if it was suited, I wouldn't have called on the button. I would have 3-bet him, because at hands like that, you don't want to just be calling. You want to take the initiative. But it was A6 offsuit. And nothing wrong with it. I mean, because it's against a min raise. If it's 3 times it, I'd say probably would have a more serious looking hand. But again, there's no need to. You don't have to play every hand, just get rid. So I think we've went one level, and it's then counteracted this level. So we're just saying we don't 3-bet there, and you don't 3-bet there because you're new, and I don't 3-bet there because. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. There is sense in there, but I just find it hard to. Yeah, I'm in raise. Ray folding to any shove for him, folding. There. He's made his thing. He could be 3-betting me light. I know this. He knows this. We all know this. Ace 4. If I wanted to play it, I would have to 4-bet him. But I think I would just fold this probably. Gurr a little bit and think, I'm gonna get you. Which I think I do. Calling out cars, calling out cars. Oh, I was wanting, really wanting him to 3-bet me again, obviously. I think I get paid by you know who here. Oh, lovely. He's never folding now, so he's just getting it in. And wait you see what he turns up with? You'll see. You will see. How to ruin your tournament. And he had the mighty. Oh no, I thought he actually had Jack 2 there. All in, just really, really bad by him. He should have just called me pre-flop. He was getting, see, when you raise low with aces, that is one of the things, you're actually giving people the odds to, I just have to fold that, even though I know he's, oh, that's a different player. When you just set mine your fours, there's no need to get really, really funky. I was giving them the odds to hang. That's why with aces you don't really play them soft, because I think he actually ships me. I think I do. He's been playing quite tight, you can see for the stats. Anyhow, just that, he should have just set mine, because again there's two things. He should just set mine, because I'm giving him the odds. So remember, with aces, you probably want to, well, you've got to keep it to 2.2, 2.5. But it's just one of the only way you're going to get action after the flop with aces generally is when you're up against a set. So the rule of thumb is just don't play enough, don't slow play them. Get as much money as you can in pre-flop, because you might not win any after the flop, and if you do win after the flop, if you don't win, you're probably beaten. You know, with sets, it's usually sets that you're getting action from. I think I made sense with that one eventually. There we go. And my worst, if I get 8s under the gun, I hate it even more, but I just hate this position. I'm just keeping it to the thing. Well, actually easy enough. I call when I lose. Min raise. Got a wee bit of thing with me and this fella. We actually play a few pots. He is quite, well, he was a lot tighter earlier in the thing, earlier in the show. Yeah, he is quite a tight. He knows what he's doing. I think aggro. There we go. Aggro pre-flop. Blah blah blah. He's got a wee whirlwind there. I think that means he knows what he's talking about. And I think he gets the better of me a few times. This could be it. But to tell the truth, he actually knew what I was doing, and I kept battling at his small blinking blig. And just this the way poker goes. It was good to recognise those players that are donks and players that are actually alright that you're playing against. Because as long as you're playing one level above whoever, so I can then take him. If I'm playing against Crystal Papan, I would do like the next level I play against them, which you wouldn't do against a donk or a level 1 player, because they're just playing their cards really. But with him, he could be re-raising me with nothing and things like that, so I can then re-raise him with nothing type of thing, just take it to the next level. Again, really, you just want to be able to beat the first level players, maybe for a year or two at least. Once your game goes to pop for a while, once you start trying to beat those that have read like Harriton and things like that, you've got to try and take advantage of them, because you know what they're up to. But then you've got to think, do they know that you know what they're up to? That's what I'm saying. That's when you start all getting levelling. You're always folding here, doesn't matter what the thing. Don't get tempted to call with King 4, even to a min raise. Funny enough, there's a fella here, Kelly18. Anfield Squirrel. I actually thought if he wasn't at Glasgow playing his first poker tournament, I'd have thought he's signed up with Hills, and that was him on thingamajiggy. But he wasn't aggressive. No, he didn't play as aggressive as Anfield, so I knew it wasn't him straight away. I'll be min raise folding this. Right, that's a good thing. You've always got to have a plan. So he's got 120, he's got maybe 15 big blinds and thing. I'm min raising, and obviously I'm going to fold to any wee things for them. And I don't know. He's played. I could possibly call him, to tell the truth. 50. No, it wouldn't be wise. But he's played every hand out of the 3 he's played, and I don't know. But again, the important thing here is you need to have a plan. Probably I should, against just something now, I should just fold if he ships. But I don't know if I might have went on a even worse that he actually called. Just be c-betting. Bang. Oh, weak passive. Goodbye. Easy game. He should never have just called that. That was the bottom line of that. Yeah, I think actually sort of turn. I think about poker is really to change gears. You can't just play tight. You start. We're getting worried now. But we've picked up a straight as well. Maybe check this back. Nah, just pile him just in case he's got a hard draw. I think that was probably the correct play. I think I actually start playing hands I generally wouldn't be doing. Maybe I'll raise this just to keep the aggression going. I want to keep the table image going. I want them to start thinking he's raising with everything. Yeah, nice flop from it. Yeah, it was as good as it gets when you get 5-6 suited. This fella actually, he's a good player. There we go, and see what I'm saying. When you're just getting the aggression going, suddenly you're starting to pick up a few hands at the same time. So we're starting loving it. Kelly 18's getting a bit annoyed with me. Half pot it, that's what I always do. Now, might double barrel. I probably should, and I would double barrel. Nah, check it back. Horrible river for me. Ace high's got a bit of showdown value. I show it down, and aye. Don't think I was ever getting them off that. That hand could be discussed more fully. I'm just going to stop this here than now. Well, we'll do it because I don't play any hands for a minute, so I just want to see if it uploads and things. So see you soon.